What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. Thanks for stopping in. We're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to take a look at the Bitcoin crypto bubble compared to the Amazon.com bubble. Are we actually in a crypto bubble? Are we in an everything bubble? We're going to talk about that in this video. Make sure you take a second out, smash that thumbs up. Also, leave your comments along the way. Let me know what you guys think. I know everybody is still extremely bullish. Thinking this is just a pullback, but I want to put a stark warning out there that this could have been the top. We've talked about this for a while. I gave you guys the short area over, it was about a month and a half ago. We'll take a look at that, see where we're at on that chart. Does that mean we continue straight down? Not necessarily. We could definitely get bounces in between. We'll take a look at where those areas will be. Definitely stick around for the whole video. We're also going to take a look at the DXY, Dow Jones, Nvidia, and Tesla. So if that sounds good, make sure you stick around. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, tick that notification bell. That'll notify you right when I post new videos. I have a feeling there's going to be some emergency videos popping up. So let's get into it. So on the left here, you can see the Amazon.com bubble. Now, if you guys were around, I believed that this was this top right here, I thought was back here, and I thought we were going to continue down. But if you look at what really happened, right? So we had our first spike over here. We had our first high. We had our spike, our first high, right? Again, these don't have to be exact, but we're going to look at the structure here. So then you had your second high, right? Second high here. Then you had a lower low than this right here. This one went quite a bit lower, but it was still just a lower low, right? And then we had our third top, like here. This could take a very long time. It could be swift. We don't know yet. We're going to have to keep watching for structures, but let's take a look. Let's zoom in here. Now, obviously, this doesn't have to play exact, correct? But nevertheless, this is a big-time bearish structure. And I've been talking about traditional markets possibly being topped out, right? The Dow, I'm pretty sure, is topped out. I could be wrong. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research. But last week, if you belong to the Discord, the link's down below, I had said in there, I also said on my X account, that I believed last week that the NASDAQ and the S&P would be topped next week or last week. Did it happen? Well, we're going to find out. So anyways, if you can tell here on the EMAs, right, we usually get a bounce before the 8 EMA, which right here is about the 56.9, right? Once we drop below that, then we're pretty much destined to hit the 55 EMA right here. If it plays out like this, we may get a bounce up, a huge bounce, get everyone bullish again because the halving, right? I believe the halving has just trained people to hold their Bitcoin while the big boys dump on your asses. Just my opinion. Let me know what you think, but I do believe there's a good possibility. As I've been saying the whole time, I have not changed my view that I think the true bottom will be between 35 and 9,700. There's still a good possibility of that. Now, for you bulls, so this was what we were looking at as the bullish chart. And it wasn't even as bullish as, most would like to think, because I do think if this was to happen, we could still see, up to 75, 80,000 for the top if this was to happen. But right now, we are on the automatic reversal right here, right? So if this does hold at the, let me get that off of there. So if this right here holds at the 61,000 range and we don't open and close the daily above there, there's still a chance to go up to these levels. But if we break down here, your next support is going to be right around that 56.6. If that breaks and becomes resistance, this is going to get really ugly very fast. Same thing on schematic number 2. This is your last chance for the bullish case, but it's not looking very promising. If you guys are interested in trading before we go into the trade setup I gave you a month and a half ago, definitely check out Prime XBT. Links down below. By using my link, you can get up to a $7,000 bonus. and 25% off your trading fees. So you can do a lot of trading on there. You could trade the Dow, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything all from one exchange. So it's not just strictly crypto based. So there's copy trading on there. You can actually join and be a copy trader and make money off of your trades from other people too. So anyways, they do sponsor the channel. Definitely check them out. And let's look at that short zone. So here's the short zone I gave you. What was it? About a month and a half, I think it was. You could check my X, my Twitter. But I told you right in here. And look how many chances you got to short in there before we had this dump here. Now, I told you guys last week I was looking for around the 62.7. We did break below that. But let's zoom in here now. Or zoom out. Let me get this off of there. So this is what I've been talking about. I think if this does break these zones that I just talked about, my next stop is about 45.5. And guys, that doesn't mean one straight candle, right? We're gonna have bounces in here. So the big picture, right? 45.5, and then we get a bounce back up to the 51, 52 range, and then continuation down to the 41-ish range. Now, would that just be a wave one, right? We could go as low as the 34,820. As you can see, the high volume nodes on here. So the fifth wave could extend all the way down to here. But then we have a wave two. Let me go into the 1 hour or the 1 day chart and show you. Just like back here, we had a huge drop, rally here. Everyone was screaming $100,000 Bitcoin again, and then we know what happened. We could see pretty much the same type deal over here. So I want to put a warning out. Guys, be careful. The halving does not mean it has to do anything, because the whole time, the whole Bitcoin was created after the great financial crisis, right? The traditional markets have been in nothing but a bull run since then. If traditionals go into a bear market, Bitcoin's little halving and all that is going to mean nothing, right? Let's take a look at a bigger picture. So right here, if you look at this high over here, this high here, lower high, higher high, hidden bearish divergence in the monthly, right? So I've been showing you guys this right here. Actually, we've been looking at this since 2021, right? Where we had our two tops here. You take this top trend line, you bring it down to the bottom. We never touched it over here. I do believe we will continue down to touch this before this bear market is ended. And guys, I don't believe this was a bull market. This was literally a huge bull trap, in my opinion. But anyways, we do come down to retest this. Could be between 3,500 and 9,700. I still stick to that. Again, let's take a look at the EMAs here. So we are breaking down past the weekly 21 EMA. If we do break down below that and that holds as a resistance, our next stop is going to be this 55 EMA at 49.7. Usually we get a bounce off that, as you can see in all these, right? So in this area between 48 and 49, probably get a bounce here. But once we break below this 55 EMA and hold below as resistance, your next stop is going to be this 200 EMA, which is around 35,000-ish. And if that breaks, then we really get the big drop down, right? And you can see in this indicator on the bottom, and if those that are interested to check it out, is CM_ULT_MACD_MTF. But you can see it signaled all the tops here, right? And this one is looking no different than the other tops. So be careful out there. Dow Jones, finally. We've been talking about this for a long time. The 100-year cycle, has it ended? Is Dow in extreme trouble? Are we going to see a major economic collapse? I believe we've already seen the economic collapse. The markets just haven't caught up yet. So looking at the 100-year cycle, go back and check my last videos. And we've talked about this many times. 100-year cycle, if you take all the highs and lows over here, multiply them by 100, you get the same pattern, right? So just something to look at. DXY, as you guys know, right now we're bouncing on the 382, which is 105.39. I do believe we'll hit at this 108 range. If that breaks, we can go as high as 116. NVIDIA, if you have ever seen a bubble, you understand what NVIDIA is right here. And if we take from the low, if it's topped out, we go from the low, put our Fibonacci retracement. Here are your areas to watch for this bounce. Your first one's going to be approximately 108.75, and your next one's going to be the 0.302 at 88.14. Your next one is going to be at the 0.5 fib at 72.25. And guys, these won't happen overnight. This is your long term, but these are your buying areas if you're looking to buy into it. Let's clone one more. 0.786. This would be the lowest I see it going. And maybe not even that low, because if this is your wave 1, this is your wave 2, wave 3 should get a wave 4. Your wave 4 just can't break this 34.86. So let's say we get down to 35 would be a good buy-in zone if it was going to continue, and this was going to be one more big leg up. We'll see how this literally will probably take years to happen. So Tesla, as you guys know, this Tesla chart is very old. Back here in 22, this is where I told you to watch for the breakdown. I gave you these targets, 151, 106, and 43, and told you if one broke, the next one was in line. We came back up for our retest as expected. We got another bounce off of this bounce area. I do believe this will break, and your next bounce area is going to be that 106 again. May bounce around in this 106 to 150 range before going down to our ultimate targets between 40 and 50 bucks. I still believe that is coming. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, smash those thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, tick that notification bell to get you notified. I'm going to try to get back to making at least 3, possibly 5 videos a week. As you guys know, like I said, I've been extremely busy trying to get my property done and all that stuff. So I do appreciate you guys for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out the links below and check out this video if you want to learn how to place trades. Take it easy, guys. I'm out.